Hello, welcome to an Aquarius experience. This is a connection spread for Aquarius and Gemini. This will be for the highest good of the relationship. Aquarius and Gemini. For Aquarius, we have the Queen of Wands. So I believe that you are really embodying your femininity and it's projected outwardly by your ego in a healthy way. You have confidence, radiance, and passion. And it's pretty sturdy. You have a lot of conviction with your confidence and the direction that you want to proceed in. You could be alluring. You could be giving off some sexuality, attraction, and you're just really emanating from the feminine within. Although you could be a masculine, a male or female, but you are embodying the feminine aspects of your passion. For your challenge, however, is that although you are giving off this fiery energy, you may be watering down the essence of who you are. So this confidence may be, like I said, it's projected outwardly through the ego, and you aren't really projecting out the essence of who you really are, which is, Aquarius, and just the characteristics that you have as an Aquarius, you are keeping to yourself and kind of holding back those elements. And that might be why you have this fiery energy that you are embodying right now, is because you are able to kind of hold back some of your Aquarius energy. So that is what you're finding challenging, is to figure out how you can continue embodying this confidence and this conviction, and also embodying the Aquarius elements as well. So it looks to me that you kind of have just changed the way other people are perceiving you and the way that you are allowing other people to perceive you. It's not necessarily that you are wearing a mask, although you can be. It's more of just allowing yourself to feel other elements in your chart and letting those surface more. Because before this, you were very Aquarius, and that showed through your ego. It showed to other people, and now you are changing and you're now allowing to embody other aspects of yourself. So for Gemini, you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands indicates to me that you are feeling like you are battling things alone. There's a lot of passion here, but you have a lot of energies and opposing forces that are quite passionately driven as well, and you are trying to kind of battle them down or keep them at bay, keep them satisfied, and you feel alone. Aquarius is holding their ground with their confidence and their passion and their direction, their momentum. They're kind of holding steady. And it looks like Gemini is having a hard time keeping some of these passions at bay. These other energies may not even be energy. They might not be other individuals. They could be energies within themselves. It could be some desires, and they're kind of, it's like maybe they have some demons that they're battling within themselves. Maybe. For Gemini's challenge, their challenge is the Alchemist. So they're having a hard time manifesting when they're in this state. They're really unsure what it is that they are going towards and working towards, but they are alchemizing things. They are creating things. Gemini is in the process of creating something, but again, they're having a hard time battling the demons or even keeping people at bay. Whatever energies are opposing or they feel that are opposed to them, they feel attacked, and they feel like they're the only ones that are holding this direction, this idea, although they have no idea what it is that they're manifesting. So I just want to show you, it's quite interesting. You see how this man here with the Seven of Wands, this is what Gemini is currently feeling, and this is the challenge. The challenge is, while they're holding their staff and they're using their staff or their wand to kind of keep all of these other energies at bay and fighting them off, their challenge is to kind of set down this fight, set down this wand, do some studying, and really figure out what it is that they're trying to manifest with all of the elements. So other than fighting for something, what else is it that they're desiring is a question that they have yet to figure out. Overall, the Three of Swords popped out, which says to me that in this relationship, this dynamic, this connection, there has been some loss, both with the mind and heart. There may have been a third party or a third energy intervening in this connection. And there is loss at both sides. Mutually, the energy is the wheel. And for me, the wheel speaks of pattern, a continuous pattern. But if you do notice that it is a spiral, there is, of course, the world in the center, which to me speaks of rotation, an ongoing process. But there's one circle here and one wheel here, one wheel here, one wheel here on the outside. So it could demonstrate that there is a spiral. And the spiral could be a spiral up or it could be a spiral down. So this pattern could be for the betterment. It could be good for the relationship, or it could be just like this spiral downwards into the abyss. However, the pattern is here for a reason, and it will not stop until the lessons are learned. Moving forward, advice for the Aquarius. Advice moving forward. For the Aquarius. The King of Wands. So because Aquarius is embodying the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands says to me that some leading needs to happen. Whether Aquarius needs to take some action towards leading, or if the leading needs to happen from Gemini and Aquarius simply needs to support that, it could be one or the other. But I do want to just point out here that there's lions here in the back with her holding her staff, very stable, very grounded. Like she has tamed these lions and just sturdy and grounded. And the advice card, you see the lions kind of moving forward. And he is then holding his staff forward as well, outwardly, which says to me that action needs to take place. There needs to be some direction forward that needs to take place. And I don't know if that is necessarily the Aquarius's responsibility to take the action, or if she just needs to stay firm in her groundedness and balance that out with her at the essence of the Aquarius, which is wish fulfillment. And she needs to just then support the Gemini in whatever action Gemini wants to pursue. So, Gemini, advice for Gemini is the Five of Swords. So, at all costs, whatever it is that Gemini is currently having issues manifesting. They need to figure out what it is and what direction, what it is that they want to manifest, work towards, alchemize, push into the universe. They really need to come forward and fight for that. And although right now it's clearly they are battling, it's not necessarily that they're not battling with swords. So they're really just kind of like keeping things at bay, really. And the Five of Swords says to me that some cutting out of energies need to happen. Some actual fighting needs to happen. And swords for me is just mental things that they need to put to an end. In the immediate future, and again, I just want to reiterate how Gemini really needs to do this with a clear mindset of at all costs. They will do anything you need to once you figure out what it is that you want to manifest. You really do need to do whatever it takes and at all costs. So moving forward, what's to be expected in the immediate future? Two cards had come out, and it looks like some independence and someone being left out in the cold. So I usually pull 3 cards. So we'll take one more. And it's the Ten of Cups. So emotional fulfillment in the immediate future will manifest itself or will be the immediate result. Complete happiness, like I said, emotional fulfillment, the house, the home, the family. However, there is a need for independence in the 3D. Financial independence, it's kind of living on their own, being able to stand on their own, and also not depend on someone for this stability. So what I want to say is, if the two of these individuals can continue to stand on their own and be independent financially and grounded in the 3D, that's, you know, home, relationship wise. I'm not saying that they cannot be in a relationship. They can be in a relationship together, but they are really stable within themselves on their own. And so like two whole people are going to come together if that is the case for this Ten of Cups. But I want to say that there is some codependency here, and that's why we're seeing the Nine of Pentacles coming out, card of independence, and the Five of Pentacles coming out, which is being left out in the cold. So they really need to figure out how to stand alone before they can ever stand together, if that makes sense. Okay, that's all that I have for you, and I hope that that has been helpful. Thank you.